Korean government establishes the South Korean Overseas Agency similar to the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. And Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa re-emphasized the need for diaspora skills transfer for excellent and efficient healthcare delivery system in Nigeria, as she received Dr. Monica Simi Alabi, a Nigerian UK-based medical consultant. Stick around for the details. And ahead of the National Diaspora Day 2023, the chairman of the local organizing committee, Mr. Abiodun Akombi, speaks on the deliverables and the preparations. And of course, we have our complimentary segment, our health tips with our ANPA doctor, as well as our diasporan of the moment. Please stay with your favorite program, The Diaspora, and I am your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. Welcome back. The South Korean ambassador to Nigeria has urged Nigerians in the diaspora to invest back home to shore up the Nigerian economy. Please watch.
In Korea, we have around 3,000 Nigerians. Some of them are there for study, some of them are there for business. But I'm sure that the Nigerian diaspora community in Korea will increase in the future. I want to also say that Nigeria has the new government under the leadership of President Tinubu. I understand that President Tinubu is focusing on economy, particularly cooperation in the private sector. In that area, for private sector cooperation, I think the diaspora can play a very crucial role. The Korean government, under the leadership of President Yoon Suk-yeol, established Nigeria diaspora's counterpart in Korea. And then the office opened in June this year with around 150 government officials with one-stop sort of a service center. So whenever Koreans living abroad visit Korea, when they need to have some service like visa, passport, military service, health insurance, real estate deals, etc., they need to go through many ministries. It's very difficult for them. That's why we set up one-stop service center for overseas Korean nationals. So Korean nationals who are living abroad, when they visit Korea, and then they have some business and some government things to handle, they just visit one-stop service center. We have a presidential election. Korean nationals living in Nigeria can visit our embassy, and then they cast their vote. So that is one thing different between Nigeria and Korea.
Thank you for wanting to deepen relationship between Nigeria and Korea, particularly under the administration of our new president, who, as you can see, has hit the ground running, and they call him Hurricane Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you talked a lot about partnerships, particularly the private sector, and I'm sure the Nigerian government will be willing to strengthen relationship with your country. But we are particularly excited that you also have a Korean agency for the diaspora,
Yes.
overseas Koreans, which started just last month in June, and we're excited about that. And we've been seeing that more countries need to have such agencies for their diaspora, and we must deepen what we call diaspora diplomacy. It's very important with our people. So we hope to learn more from you about your agency, and also learn from us about our own agency, and share notes and see how we can, learn from one another. But that is actually very exciting to hear. And we also will invite you to some of our programs. We have the Diaspora Day, we have the Diaspora Investment Summit, and we continue to re-emphasize that we cannot do without our diaspora. It's a symbiotic relationship. Nigeria needs you, and you need Nigeria. So we look forward to also meeting our own counterpart in South Korea that's heading your agency, I look forward to further relationship between us, Nigeria and Korea, and of course the Korean diaspora and the Nigerian diaspora. So thank you very much, Your Excellency, and we really do look forward to working with you.
Dr. Monica Alabi urged Nigerians to engage in diaspora skills transfer to facilitate rapid healthcare development in Nigeria.
My work in the UK has been a lot around healthcare policy and leadership, so making sure that everybody has access to healthcare. But my dream is that every Nigerian also has access to healthcare. So once I knew the new administration was coming in and I read the policy, and I was thinking, well, if there's going to be a health center 3 kilometers from everybody, then we can make that happen. If we made it happen in the UK, we can also make that happen here. So I'm here just to keep on having a conversation. I talk to a lot of Nigerians in the UK who are desperate to also come home. So once I heard that you said congratulations, I'm like, that's fantastic. So I told everybody, I said, we're very lucky to have your presence and we know how much you've done. So we said, we're going to come and talk to you and see how we can make sure, for me, mainly is health. Because I believe that with health, the GDP will increase. If people are strong, they're able to work for longer. So if we have health, we have wealth. So that's my main thing, but it's just to make sure that I'm able to work with you as well.
How long do you plan to stay?
I'm usually always in Nigeria, so I spend half and half. So I'm based more in sort of Lagos, then come to Abuja for work, and then sort of London. So I have maintained homes in Lagos, and home for me is always home. So I never really wanted to leave, so I couldn't let go. So as soon as I could get a job in Louvre, I have a job in Louvre now as a visiting family physician. So I go and teach and I start helping when I'm around. It's just important. I think Nigeria has so much potential. We have so many people. So that's human capacity. We have that, but we can do so much. And with a little bit of cooperation together, I'm just saying, I always say to people, whatever you say and keep confessing about your country, eventually that's what your experience will be. So we just keep on sort of trying. So it's important for me to always be home. So and for my family, we're always home. So my advice is that never lose touch. Even if you travel, spend 20 years, 30, however long you spend, always come home at least once a year.
So that's a very good advice. Yes. From our sister, never lose touch.
Yes,
and we are here to keep you in touch for your embassy in Nigeria.
Yes.
So I find your message very inspiring, and I hope that a lot of more will learn from you, and we will encourage you and work with you.
I'm very excited about that. I'm sure everybody's excited.
And I'm also glad that diasporas are excited about the new administration. So we will do our bit, which is to link you with the right people, and then we'll have a conversation as to the next steps to take. But I want to say thank you for what you're trying to do. And I hope that others will emulate what you're doing. We've had quite a number of our doctors who have returned to build hospitals. One of the best cancer hospitals now is in Lagos by Dr. Nidcom and her husband. We have almost about 5 here in Abuja. We have the Duchess Hospital. They're all diaspora doctors. So coming back home, and I'm sure that with the impact of diaspora medical practitioners, the issue of medical tourism will soon become a thing of the past.
Absolutely. In fact, when you say medical tourism, I'm so excited about that because the billions and billions of dollars that is being spent abroad, we can bring it home. And you mentioned Duchess Hospital, you mentioned all of those hospitals. The diaspora doctors have a committee called the Diasporas for Change, Doctors for Change. And we're all part of this group. So we would love obviously to come and talk to you as well.
And the chairman of the local organizing committee of the National Diaspora Day Celebrations 2023 speaks on what to expect.
I'm here with the chairman, local organizing committee of the National Diaspora Day Celebrations, Mr. Abiodun Akombi. Sire, welcome to the program.
It's my pleasure to be here.
As the chairman, local organizing committee, can you give us a sense into why the National Diaspora Day?
This is the 5th edition we are doing since the inception of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. And over in the last years, we have been celebrating this National Diaspora Day. And but this year, there's going to be a little twist to it. We are adding what we call the National Diaspora Merit Award. Why are we doing this? Yes, we all know every 25th July of every year has been set aside by the federal government to celebrate, acknowledge our Nigerians in the diaspora. Over 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora. So this time around, we feel, yes, we want to engage them. Yes, we want them to give back. But what about giving them the proper acknowledgement and celebration that they deserve, especially those that are putting the map or the name of the Nigeria on the world map, the trailblazers, the ones that are breaking barriers. And that's why, in the wisdom of the management, under the leadership of their indefatigable chairman, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Erewa, OON, we have decided to come up with that initiative to include this year the National Diaspora Merit Award to celebrate some of our few Nigerians in the diaspora who are breaking barriers, and to encourage this will encourage more people who have already been doing, who have already been giving back, and it will also motivate the ones that have not done at all. So this year, that's the twist we're having, and it's going to be a wonderful one.
Yes, National Diaspora Day. What level of engagement, what sectors are you looking at to ensure that as they're breaking barriers outside the shores of their fatherland, they can also break the same barriers in their own fatherland? That means country of stay and country of origin. Country of stay is benefiting, but country of origin is not benefiting as much. So are you giving this platform to engage more strategically with Nigerians in diaspora?
Yeah, thank you. Like you have said, a lot of them are breaking barriers in their country of residence, and some of them are already doing back home. When you ask somebody who is Dr. Olutoye Oluyinka, many of them may not know. And who is Dr. Olutoye Oluyinka? This is a Nigerian born medical doctor in the United States who operated on a pregnant woman, brought out the unborn baby, performed some surgeries on the woman, and put back the unborn baby into her, sealed her up, and the woman delivers safely. That is one of its kind in the world. If he were to be a white man, I believe he will be collecting awards all over the world, everywhere. But what have we done to him? We have not celebrated him enough. We celebrate more negative stories about our country. And this is why we have come up with this initiative, that there is need for us to celebrate those who are breaking barriers and who are putting the name of the country on the world map. And that is what we are going to do this time around.
Right. Let me cut you there. Now, do you have special focus for the National Diaspora Day as theme?
Yes, our theme for this year is consolidating diaspora engagement for national development.
Consolidating
diaspora engagement for national development. Yes.
Right. What sectors are strategic to this engagement?
Yes, we have sectors like education, philanthropy, leadership, economic politics, sports, ICT, health. Yeah, we have a lot of them doing wonderful work.
On available statistics, we have over 10,000 physicians alone in the Americas. Is the National Diaspora Day, with that focus of engaging, consolidating the engagement of diaspora, looking into this sector, is that majority of these physicians are up to consultant levels, right? They are like consultant. In fact, they are consultant in the Americas. How well are you engaging them to get that back home?
Thank you. Health sector, yes, health sector needs serious surgery, like you have put it. And in our engagement with the Nigerians in the diaspora, we are, especially for this program, we are in touch with Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas. We are in touch with Nigerians in Diaspora Organization, NIDO organization worldwide. We are in touch with NIDO UK South. and some other wonderful organizations, they are coming home, and it pleases. I'm so happy, I'm so excited to tell you that right now, as we speak, we have over 200 Nigerians in the diaspora that are coming home for this particular event. We have over 200 of them that have signified their interest, their intention to come home physically for this event so that we can have a wonderful celebration.
You are talking to Nigerians in the diaspora and those at home to get registered.
Yes.
What's the registration point?
Yes, we have been sending a registration link out to so many diaspora organizations, even home and abroad, and so far so good. We have the response has been so unprecedented. A lot of people are already registering, both virtually and to attend physically. So we look forward to a wonderful event come 25th and 26th of July 2023.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Nice working with you.
Nice working with you.
Successful Diaspora Day celebration.
Thank you, sir.
Many thanks, Mr. Akombi, for the preparations. We now take a short break for some messages.
It is no longer news that for Africa to develop, all Africans must work together to achieve it. And like we all have come to agree, only Africans can develop Africa. This goal of developing the African continent may not be achievable without the involvement of the sixth region of the African Union, the African diaspora. It is by harnessing the skills and expertise of this sixth region that our dreams of a better Africa can be achieved. Even as those of us within Africa join hands with those in the diaspora to carry out the task of building the Africa of our dreams.
And now up next is our health tips with our ANPA doctor.
I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about health and wellness. Health and wellness is also performed by identifying and treating disease, but also by promoting health by healthy practices that you can perform on your own as an individual without necessarily going to see your physician. These include, number one, maintaining a healthy weight. A healthy weight, as calculated by your body mass index, is your weight in relation to your height. For instance, somebody who is 6 feet should or could weigh the same as somebody who is 5 feet if that person is overweight. So for every weight, there's an expectation where your weight should be that is a healthy calculated weight. And this is determined by the chart, which also could be determined by an app. A healthy weight is usually a body mass index under 30. Between 26 and 29 is ideal. And as you go further along the chart, you're noted to be overweight, obese, and or at a higher spectrum of abnormal. It's important to be able to maintain your body mass index right at a healthy weight and also not be at a lower weight, which is also not noted to be healthy. To do this, it's important, number two, to maintain a healthy diet. It's important to understand that your diet is made up of different types of food, including carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And to be able to have a healthy diet, it's important to balance the different kinds of foods in proportion. For instance, don't have a food that is heavy on carbohydrates, such as rice, cassava, yam flour, swallowed food, fufu, semovita. Instead, try and balance that out with a heavier portion of protein, such as fish, beans, lentils, all different kinds of beans, meats, but meat in moderation, because these are less likely to be associated with you gaining weight. Vegetables are also a great source of micronutrients and are very healthy to consume. They contain beta-carotenes and a lot of antioxidants that are healthy. Green leafy vegetables, such as spinach, ugu, broccoli, asparagus, also pumpkin leaves, all sorts of naturally occurring green vegetables are very healthy for one, including also fruits that are very easily available and so wonderfully nutritious and taste very well for people to be able to have these nutrients for a healthy diet. It's important to have portions. So for whatever you eat, do it in moderation, not a large amount of anything, but limiting your intake to be able to control weight gain. The other thing that would be very helpful in addition to these two things are being active. Daily exercise has been associated with healthier life outcomes. So be active, choose a sport or a regular activity. For those who may be limited, even walking for 20-30 minutes a day is very helpful to maintain a healthier outlook and lifestyle. Don't sit all day if you have a sitting job. You could get up and walk throughout the day to be able to add to your physical activity and dedicate at least half an hour each day to be able to be active and maintain an elevated heart rate that would help boost your metabolism. Limiting alcoholic beverages is also very important in being able to maintain a healthy diet and limit the effects of alcohol, which if used excessively could be associated with a milieu of things, including hypertension, liver disease, adverse effects for different conditions, including problems with the heart, liver, cardiovascular disease, and so have you.
And now to our Diasporan of the Moment with Shaliwa Ajila presenting.
Our Diaspora of the Moment is Okoro Uzutechukwu Benjamin. Okoro hails from Ajali, Orumba North Local Government Area, Anambra State. After getting 8 A's in his WAEC in 2017, Okoro got a federal government scholarship to study at Voronezh University, Russia. He made a great use of the opportunity as he was given and completed his degree with a first class. The 25-year-old Anambra graduate bagged a first class in pharmacy at Voronezh State University, Russia, with a cumulative grade point average of 4.65, making him the first Nigerian to achieve this feat in the history of the faculty. Congratulations, Okoro. We celebrate you as our Diaspora of the Moment.
This has been the Diaspora. Join us same time next week for another exciting episode. And I am your host, Moinsola Adetumbi. Bye.